Good morning from Port Angeles, Washington. It's about 20 degrees, cold out here. It's also 7 o'clock in the morning and it's still dark. I forgot this is the last place to get sunlight in the continental United States to have sunlight reach them. So this probably won't get light out here until about, I would say, 8 o'clock. It's starting to get a little bit light out. Like I can see the sun definitely coming over the horizon over there, which is kind of like, that's kind of east of us. So that's kind of like northwest. So yeah, but it's cold, honestly. It's freezing. But we're heading down to the Hoh Rainforest. A lot of the little incy-bincy stops throughout the way. And yeah, so stay tuned and enjoy. We're on this falls, Madison Falls, I believe. Nice little walk through the rainforest. It's not 30 degrees outside, but we should be at almost the end. Oh my God.
Really? Well, it's also because the sun's there. I know. That's what I. That's for once. I had good hope.
Solduck River right here.
Icy bird. Meow.
All right, welcome to the Hoh Rainforest. This is the visitor center behind me. The Hall of Mosses somewhere down here. That's where we're gonna go walk on the trail. So an update on the car. So the engine light came on yesterday, and I had to check it last week for a VVT valve, and apparently it went off again last night. It like turned off, so I'm not worried. It hasn't popped on, but my right back tire light popped on because it's cold and the tire is at 28, so it's scared. But we're in the Hoh Rainforest, and there's snow on the ground, moss with the snow looks beautiful, and yeah. So Zach and I are gonna go enjoy that. Hall of Mosses. This place is gorgeous. This place is, the only thing I hear is like the falling of the water from the snow and from the moss. I mean, look at this dew. There's a dew web right here. It's like a spider web but made from dew. It's so pretty. Nothing will destroy us.
We're gonna go on the Hoh Trail after.
We have made it to Ruby Beach. Very beautiful beach, a lot of dry wood we can already see. There's a massive rock. Maybe Zach and I can rebring the boom. If you guys don't know, that's from last year when we were on the Pacific Ocean. But yeah, let's enjoy. This is kind of thin. I'm gonna try to skip it right here on this murky brown water. There we go, we got 2 skips. Maybe get like a little bit of a bigger rock, maybe something like this. We'll try. Okay, right into the water it goes. So there's Wyatt down there.
Think.
And we're gonna try to get on top of this rock over here, but we have to cross this river. And that's the Pacific Ocean right there. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. So we'll see if we can cross. It looks like it's gonna be a little too unlikely. So this is very unpromising to cross. So there's fresh water going to the river, like a river going into the ocean. And I don't think I can get over there because of how deep it all is. So, yeah. We've made it to the Lewis and Clark National Historic Park. This used to be a national park until it was put as an historic park. I guess when the national parks get older, they rebrand them to historic parks. Which is Fort Clatsop. Or Clatsop. Which is also Clatsop County is what we're in Oregon right now. Really nice visitor center. Park closes at 5, so we'll probably have like maybe time for one trail and then head to the Motel 6.
Yeah, so he gets lots of attention.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Yeah. You've got tiny little legs. Oh, please don't. Oh, okay.
So the fort was destroyed in about 2006, and they rebuilt it from the journal entries. So this is what they presume to be the fort. It was named after the Clatsop Indians here in Oregon. Zach right there. So Zach's supposed to be one of the giants in this fort because no one was over the size of 5.5 feet like me. So we come in here. It's like more of like a living room, bedroom situation got going on. There's Zach again. So Zach is not part of the fort, actually. He's a living human being. He was not here in the 1800s when Lewis and Clark had their expedition out from St. Louis. And then there's the last room. So it's a very fit, compact place. This wood is actually like really going. This wood is like very like old. But yeah, that's the fort. This is all the territories around the time that Lewis and Clark did their expedition. So we're like right around here, and it was owned by the French, the Spanish, and the British, and the Russian. It's all owned this territory. America did not. They had illegally had purses. And then they kind of hiked over to here, because this is where we kind of are right now. So we're gonna have to, this is the bay where we'll be, and then we're driving all the way to Phoenix, which is like right in this area. So, yep, and I live in this area right here, back at home. So, just so you know how vast North America is. Good morning from Astoria, Oregon. There's a bridge. There's the Columbia River. This is our Motel 6. Actually, pretty nice Motel 6, pretty big. I'm getting really tired. Like, I'm exhausted. I slept like crap the last 3 nights. And it's just been rough. Still got like 5 days to go. So, what is it, Tuesday, Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. So we have till Sunday. So yeah, I'm getting tired. We left a week ago now. It's been a week since we left. And it's just getting, every day now is getting a little bit rougher. So, yep, today's to go to Portland. So we only got like 2 hours to drive, but we're gonna stop at some places on the side on the coast. So enjoy. It's Washington over there. So it's kind of like the border town over this massive bridge, which is really cool actually. We drove over that yesterday. A little cold, rainy, but we only got about a 2.5 hour day today driving, but because we have to go to Portland. But we're only going to go to Cannon Beach, Tillamook, and then Portland. Go to Portland State Stadium, try to walk on over at Hillsborough Stadium. But no, it's a nice little town. Very like mossy, and every building probably needs a power wash. But what do you expect when you're on the coast and you're getting rain every day? It's going to get dirty and like disgusting, but really cool town. It kind of makes the aesthetic look better, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a really nice town. There's like some train tracks here. Like right here, I don't know where these go to. And then there's this massive bridge, which I really think was a cool view from our hotel room, or our motel room, which is actually pretty significantly big. So, yeah, we'll sit back, relax, enjoy the next day, or 2.5 hours before we get to Portland. And yeah. Okay, so I just found out. This is an actual active rail line, for the Astoria Riverfront Trolley, which goes from that depot distance all the way through here and around through the cusp of Astoria. So it's like a riverfront trolley. I didn't even know this. It's actually pretty cool for this town. But, yeah. There's also a nice maritime memorial here for the, for people of Astoria, I believe. Or their troops. Yeah, their troops here that fought, I'm believing, a war of some sort. But, yeah. This is really pretty. I'm probably gonna get yelled at because I'm taking too long, but clearly people do recognize people. There's flowers everywhere. So, yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful Astoria, Oregon. Honestly, this town is very impressed. I've been very impressed with this town. So, yeah. So stop and pause, but this is what the Maritime Memorial is about. So, yeah. I don't know if you can hear me at all, but we are at Cannon Beach, Oregon. It is absolutely super windy. Those are the famous rocks, or at least rock that I can see, because I know there's some more down there, and there's some in the very, very hard distance you kind of can see in the distance. But it is windy, it is wet, it is raining, and I mean,
What are we stepping?
and I'm stepping in. I have no idea what I just stepped in. We just made it to the Tillamook factory in Tillamook, Oregon. It's raining, it's cold, it's windy. Yes. So, time to get some cheese, and I don't know. So, let's see what we can do here. So guys, Zach is learning how to bottle feed a cow. He's gonna stick it in there. All right, so we drove all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, guys, to come to a cheese factory with nothing happening. Just a bunch of blocks of cheese sitting around. There's also one guy down there. Go! You gotta wipe the down.
Wipe the testicles. Oh my god. What's that?
I got the... So we're in Hillsboro, Oregon. That's the Hillsboro hops right there. There's also the Hillsboro hops right there. Both famous for the Hillsboro hops. This is Portland State Vikings football stadium. Home of the Vikings, Portland State. So we're gonna go walk on it. There's like a guy standing outside the stadium. He looks like a construction worker, but we don't know. He kind of gave us like a weird look. So we didn't walk on it. But since it's the size of probably my high school stadium, we're gonna count that, because who's gonna ever come out to Hillsboro, Oregon again? So Portland State Vikings field, walked on, sort of. We're counting it because we took the drive to come out here. So, yes.
Long press it. Do it. Yeah, do it for the culture. There you go.
All right, we made it to Portland, Oregon. So far, very clean, honestly, compared to what it said. Like every other city I've been to in this world or in this country. Clean city so far. But we're heading on the green line or the yellow line, either or. We're gonna take that down to the Moda Center where the Portland Trailblazers play, and we're gonna go to Rip City Center or store.
Yeah, Rip City Goods, something like that.
Something like that. And we're gonna I'm probably gonna get myself a Trailblazers hat because I love their colors and their logo. And I also, yeah. So we are right here. We're going to the Moda Center, which is Rose Quarter. Or the green, we're gonna be in the green line, so that Rose Quarter Transit Center is where we're going to. So 1 stop, 2 stop, 3rd stop. And this is a little loop-de-loop up here. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. To the airport. We're at the Moda Center. I'm with the Trailblazers. I'm an idiot. So yesterday was the game we were supposed to go to. I thought it was today. So, no Trailblazers. But we did watch Bam Adebayo get 83 points, which broke Kobe's record. And he's now the second person to score 80 plus points in a third person to score 80 plus points in a game, and second all time in one game. So we're in the Nike store now. Grateful Ducks for Oregon. Beautiful jerseys. Oh. So my sister's choices are either Oregon or Washington. I just want her to go to a place that has a better drip. This is the city square, basically Portland. That's the Court of Appeals. So honestly, a really nice city. Just rainy. We have found the Sadie's place for Portland, Oregon. Now we're gonna go to Millennial Burger Shop soon. Just watched a man walk into this building. He will never see the light of day again.
It's over.
All right, so Zach and I are inside. We spent about $25, $27 each on our burgers and milkshakes. So you're gonna get here at a Millennial Burger joint. I got the s'mores milkshake, and Zach got the Samoa. It is dripping, literally. But look how good that drip is. That's a great drip. All right, food is out. Shakes are here. We're about to take a bite. Shakes are amazing. Zach had a little bit of a spill with the shake.
My burger frame mob series.
All right, it's super windy and rainy, but we made it to the Portland, Oregon side. This is a famous sign that Zach always sees on TV during the Trailblazers games. Really cool. Over there is the Moda Center, home of the Trailblazers, lit up at night. Really cool. And Union Station is just over there. It is super, super windy. Oh my goodness. There's I believe it's I-5 over there or something, I don't know. But it's Portland at night. Rainy and wet, but hey, we're having a great time out here. Good morning from Portland, Oregon. I got myself some sausage, gravy, and sausages and biscuits with some OJ. Wyatt got himself some sausage and eggs. Zach got himself the same thing I did, biscuits and gravy with sausage. And today we're gonna be a long drive, about 9 to 10 hours, driving all the way from here to Crescent City, but we're hitting Corvallis, Salem, Eugene, Crater Lake National Park, hopefully, and then off to the Redwoods National Park later today. We have made it to the Oregon State Capitol. This is kind of the weirdest looking state capitol I've ever seen. It looks like a temple, but yep, it's also raining outside, so yeah, that's all you're gonna see for it. Outside Oregon State Stadium, Reiser Stadium, I think is how it's pronounced, here in Corvallis. Gonna try to get on this field. Been a little bit unlucky so far. We've only been able to get on 2 fields out of the 4 we've been to. We've been to Southern Utah, Boise State, Portland State, and now we're at Oregon State. So we've only been able to get on 1, which is Portland State.
Well, Southern Utah too.
Southern Utah. So we've been able to get on 2 out of the 3 so far. Welcome to Oregon State's field, home of the Oregon State Beavers. We have made it to Autzen Stadium. They are definitely doing a practice on the field, so I do not think they're going to be able to get on at all. But we're going to try to find a gate, at least get into the stands. And I think, hey Zach, if we get into the stands, are we counting this? I think in my book, I'm going to count it. So we sort of got in. And if you don't see that, that's the Oregon football team, or at least I don't know who it is. But there's a practice field. Oh my God, we're about to walk in the practice field at Oregon. This is insane. We're gonna take a glance inside. So outside of Oregon's practice, they're having a practice down there, so we can't go on the field. Just fist bump Bryce Bolton, sophomore lineman, offensive lineman. We can't go out that way. Fun here at Autzen, really cool stadium. Bella's gonna come here now because I fist bumped the player on the Oregon Ducks, and now I want her to go here so I can get Oregon gear because they have good colors. They have a cool, good team, and everything's a lot newer than Washington. Washington's a great campus, don't get me wrong. But I like Oregon more because of how new everything looks. Maybe because I'm just by the football facilities and that's probably all they care about in the school. But hey, it's whatever's my liking, right? That's all I care about. Myself. I'm selfish. Not really, it's a joke. It's a joke. Don't take that seriously, please. We thought about it, and we're going to count the Oregon as we went on the field. A lot of security there, but it was like a lot of gates were also open to walk right down the field. Like, we could have walked on the field if we really wanted to. If we were wearing like Oregon gear, like if I had an Oregon like windbreaker and he did too, and we were just like walking around like acting normal with like a backpack or something, we could have gotten away and walked on the field. But we walked on the practice field. Like we stepped on it. I fist bumped one of the Oregon linemen. So I think it's a win in my books. I think it counts. Personally, to me, it counts. So yeah, off to Crater Lake now. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so big update. We're in Oregon, just at the border. We're in Medford, Oregon. We're not going to Crater Lake. We're not going to the Redwoods. We're driving straight to San Francisco. I don't even know if I said this already. So we got about 5 hours until we get to Sacramento, and about an hour and a half from there to get to Koa's house. We're spending the night at Koa's house for 2 nights instead of 1 night. And I am filling up gas right now at Costco, and I'm already spending $25. I said I had 300 miles left. And it's saying there's 7 gallons left. It's probably gonna be done filling up soon. Yeah, $29.89. So around that bad boy, 30. That's what they're gonna owe me. But yeah, off to California. Yeah, so there we go. Welcome to Fred Anderson Field, home of the Sacramento State Hornets. Also home of legendary ASU running back and Sacramento State running back, Cam Scadaboo. So we're walking on the field. It's dark out, but about an hour and a half from Koa's house. So yeah, another field walked on today. So we got 3. Oregon State, and now Sacramento State. So yeah, nice turf field. They're now in FCS school. Actually, FBS school, excuse me. They're now in the MAC conference after last month they transferred. So, yeah, Sacramento State. Stopped at a Loop. It's a little gas station or whatnot. I had to get some food, so I got myself an apple Danish and a blueberry Danish, and off to Koa's. All right, made it to Koa's house. I'm in his room. I don't know why.
Are you videotaping my room, bro?
Yeah. You in the vlog.
Bro, why are you videotaping my room?
I'm giving them an update. We in San Fran. We in the Bay.
Hey, give me, you got a jab blocking mask, bro. Is that Lakers light from last year?
Bro, what is that mask? Is that new?
It's actually a face care mask. Where's the button at?
Yeah, this is on Koa's TikTok the other week, like a week ago.
Yeah, bro, I'm like a J.
But yeah, we made it to.
I'm sorry, you look like
made it to the Bay after the check engine light's been on for about 5 hours now, so we don't.
What?
Yeah, it's a long story. I'll tell you later. But I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning.